They are accredited to train security grade E to C from 2019 as per our records. The current location of the accredited facility is unchanged. However, it is worth noting that the investigation discovered a second training facility located 7.5 kilometers away from the original accredited facility. The second training facility is the same facility referred to as the illegal Libyan military training camp. The investigation discovered that the Libyan military training camp was never accredited by the authority. Based on the work that we've conducted this far, we arrived at the following preliminary findings. First, number one, the second training facility where the Libyans were found is not accredited and therefore is illegal. Number two, that the training program and the duration was not the normal training program, that the security training that is offered in South Africa. Thirdly, that the standards of training that was offered was foreign or also adopted from other countries.
South Africa has 4 medals.
That four, that no local grades, security grades training such as the accredited E to C that were offered at that military training camp. 5, some of the instructors at the camp were non-South Africans. 6, the design and the layout of the infrastructure of the Libyan camp supported a military-style training camp. 7, that there were contraventions of the immigration laws of South Africa, both by the owners and the learners at the camp. 8, there were no authorization agreements or exemptions granted to MDSS by the National Regulator for Conventional Arms Control to provide training or military training of the Libyan nationals. 9, the MDSS, its owners and its personnel contravened the code of conduct for the private security service providers. And then 10, the activities of MDSS, its owners and its personnel at the Libyan training camp were in violation of various criminal statutes. In light of the above feedback, the next process is the consideration of charges and the formal prosecution of the service providers and the individuals involved in the contravention of the code of conduct. Of course, we will also prefer criminal charges against them. We also wish to confirm that as of this morning, MDSS and its directors were served with notices of suspension. If you offer any training, and in this case, I must say that for your benefit, it doesn't really matter whether the training is military, even if it was supposed to be an ordinary security training, to a foreign national who originate from a country where there is armed conflict. That is illegal. If you go and look at Section 198 of our Constitution, it put it very plain for South Africans what they ought to know about the national security of this country. Are we going to be prosecuting the owners? Yes, of course, we are going to prefer criminal charges against the owners. It's quite obvious we've already made a pronouncement that they've committed a criminal offense.